Hare Krishna, we can finish this, no? 74, we can finish 108. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Chalo, they want me to start early. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
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 Internet is working. It's not working. So,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
thank you, everybody.
Hare
Japascha paramongo yaha shoyata me nipata maja yam shabdaratram prapathan uman pashyati ke charan. O son of king, now I shall speak unto you the mantra which is to be chanted with the process of meditation. One who carefully chants this mantra for 7 nights can see the perfect human being flying in the sky. Now, here Prabhupada explains that actually there are so many kind of siddhis we have. These mantras, if you remember Mahabharata, there were so many mantras chanted and they created weapons. Brahmastra was created just by chanting mantras. So many mantras. So mantras are extremely powerful. Mantras are still there. It's not the mantras are not there. Now he's chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And with this mantra, within 7 days, he's going to see some, mystic things. It's not the mantra is not there. It's available. But then, one thing we have to receive it from a guru properly with love and respect and submission and chant with great attention and proper consciousness, then it brings a result. So we didn't follow neither of the two things. Neither we take it from guru, we just, whatever from uncle, friend, TV, we take mantras, so they're not effective. And second thing is that it has to be chanted properly with attention and respect that we don't know. We don't know how to do that. Therefore, they're not effective. Okay. So proper saying all this kind of siddhis are available. Siddha people can fly. Then somebody may ask if the mantras are confidential, then why is it mentioned Srimad Bhagavatam? Next shloka the mantra is mentioned. Why? The point is, Prabhupada says, we can receive the published mantra anyway, but unless it is accepted, so that chain or dispel mantra does not act. Just like Gayatri mantra nowadays, people put a tape, famous Shubhalakshmi tape, and just like a song it is going on. And morning time ho gaya, Gayatri paisa thodi hota hai. But you should search for a guru, and guru just like in ISKCON, we also give Gayatri mantra, but at least 1 year, some of you, how many of you are waiting? First, I will come to all platform, then we will get shelter, then in the shelter we see 6 months you are performing, chanting 16 on, following rules, regulation. Then you get Diksha, first Diksha. Then 1 or 2 years you watch again, how many of them become Sattvic, not everybody gets it. Those who are Sattvic, calm, then we recommend them for Brahmin Diksha. It's so simple, but it takes so much time. Right? But if any mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, Gayatri mantra, if you chant this mantra properly, it's very effective. Authority shows that any mantra chanted without having been received from a chain and dispel cessation and no efficacy. So very important. It's basically a person. The mantra or Krishna is a person. So it has to be properly, respectfully received. You try like Ekalavya something, it will not work. Most of the people try something like Ekalavya. It's waste. Without properly taking shelter of Guru, receiving from a mantra and direction, is not going to be any use. So similarly, we should be qualified. We should have proper consciousness, and then it will be effective. Now you may say that then why in ISKCON we are not giving the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We did chant before the class, always we chant, but now why I'll take beads and chant Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 7 days I will see the Siddha Purusha. See, it's like this. This is the Satyuga mantra. And Hare Krishna mantra is the Kalyuga mantra. Now, in the Veda, there are different medicines. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, we saw there is Ashtanga Yoga given. Correct? All of you remember? 6th chapter is Ashtanga. And we don't practice that. And in Gita, it is given, why don't you practice? See, whole Vedas of Bhagavad Gita, there are so many instructions. Which instruction to follow, the Guru will tell you. Therefore, without Guru, you cannot get Krishna. He'll guide you. Which instruction is for this time? Like you go to, I had to give you 100 times that example, medical shop you go, you cannot say, oh, harawala bottle de. You cannot say like that. You can say, where is the prescription? I have so many medicines. Okay, I understand. Chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra is the easiest process of meditation in this age. This is Acharya Prabhupada acting. As soon as one chant the Hare Krishna mantra, he sees the form of Krishna, Rama, and the energies. Now, Prabhupada is coming in a Guru Parampara from Narada. Krishna, Narada, Narada. Then after the Veda Vyasa, then Madhvacharya, we are coming the same Guru Parampara. 32nd Acharya in this Parampara. Prominent. Acharya is many, 32nd prominent Acharya in this Parampara. So, what happens? As soon as one chants Hare Krishna, what happens? The perfect stage of trance. He sees the form of Krishna, Rama, and energy. So, just like Shruti Phala, the blessing of Narada was there upon Dhruva. If you chant for 1 week properly, you will see Siddhas flying in the sky, mystic thing. So similarly, Prabhupada, an Acharya in the Guru Parampara, prominent great Acharya says, as soon as chant the Hare Krishna mantra, if you do that properly, the blessing is there. You will see form of Krishna, Rama, and energies, and the perfect stage of trance. No, I'm not seeing it. You have to chant properly. He's also giving you the blessing. You don't chant properly. One should not artificially try to see the form of Lord while chanting Hare Krishna. Or, oh, Krishna should come in my mind. Don't do that. Just keep chanting, keep chanting. When the chanting is performed offenselessly. Presently we do offenses, all the not 10, 100 kind of offenses we do. So then 10 kind of offenses, and then 10 kind of offenses they do 100 times, 100 ways we break them. Then the chanting is not pleasing to Krishna. The Lord will automatically reveal himself to the view of the chanter, with the blessing of the Acharya. So we just do it. Narada Dhruva Maharaj believed in the words of Narada and he did that and he got there is a point if we don't believe in it. So maybe it will not work. Take it. The chanter therefore has to concentrate on hearing the vibration. That's all. Not that I have to put Krishna in my mind. Don't do that. Just that will become another effort and mind will get distracted. See, mind has no business when you're chanting. There is nothing for the mind to do when you're chanting. There's nothing for it to do. But if it will ask for some business, then get lost. I don't want to. No, just leave me alone for some time. I want to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chanter therefore has to concentrate on hearing the vibration. That's all. Somebody was Srila Prabhupada was in Delhi. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, you know how we have to chant Hare Krishna mantra, but mind is very disturbed. So Prabhupada said, what the mind has to do with chanting? He was surprised. He said, you chant from the mouth, Hare, and hear Hare. That's all. Hare Krishna, hear Krishna. There's nothing for this fellow to do. Please, there's nothing for you to do now. Take some rest, go, get lost. Don't allow it to disturb you. Presently, the mind is like that. It's very agitated. It's just like, suppose, all of us live in some situation. There'll always be somebody disturbed, isn't it? In a family or in any community. Somebody will disturb us. Now, we don't allow him to disturb you. You do your job. Correct? You have to ignore it. So similarly, you have to do your job. The mind it disturbs. Presently, the mind, because of we are responsible for it. Not that Krishna is responsible for our own past karma. They're behaving in a funny way. In a way, it is testing our determination to hear Krishna's name. So pass the test, ignore it. You cannot fight with the mind at this stage now. You cannot go into the kind of desires it is giving and see it's not good, it's not good for. You cannot do, just ignore the mind, isn't it? Until it calms down. So chanter therefore has to concentrate on the hearing the vibration without extra endeavor on his part. The Lord will automatically appear. So hey, all of you are ready. Here is the benediction of Acharya. Take it. take it. But no, I doubt. Ashashadana Purusha, Bhagavad Gita says, those who doubt, keep doubting. Now, this is the mantra, this is the shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Mantrena Anena Devasya Kurya Dravya Mahim Buddha Saparyam Vividhe Dravyai. So this is the mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is the mantra. The 12-syllable mantra. Okay, this is a famous 12-syllable mantra. You can count. Worshipping Lord Krishna, one should install the physical forms of the Lord, and with the chanting of the mantra, one should offer flowers and fruits and other variety of foods, exact of fruits and other. So, chanting of the Nama of the Lord is called Bhagavata Vidhi. And worshipping the Lord according to rules and regulations is Pancharatra Vidhi. Just like Narada Muni is recommending here, Narada also has a system called Narada Pancharatra. Our great Goswami disciple, the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also recommended similarly. The two things go parallelly. Many devotees, they chant very nicely, but they don't attend the aartis. It's like at this stage, many of you, you know that you're supposed to do that. If you don't do that, at least temple aarti you should attend. Or at home you should do aarti. Morning you should get up. You should do Mangal aarti at your home. But then everybody's sleeping there, and also at least see the temple aarti. You're supposed to participate in Pancharatra Vidhi. So Pancharatra Vidhi, Bhagavad Vidhi both go together for our spiritual advancement. But this should be done in consideration of place, time, attendance, conveniences. So, because Pancharatra Vidhi now, you want a particular kind of items for offering to the deity. You have to adjust according to the place. Let us take some instruction, Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dvadasha Akshara Mantra, 12-word mantra, famous. Those who are not Brahmanas cannot chant Pranava Om. That's a Vedic regulation. Om is chanted only by Brahmanas. But then, Brahmana is not by birth, it's by quality. And here, Dhruva Maharaj, we know, when Narada instructed him, my dear Dhruva Maharaj, don't take it very seriously, these words of insult by your stepmother. These are all comes because of Purva Karma, and we should learn to tolerate. So he said, no, I can't hear you. Blood of Kshatriya is running in my body. He said that. So he by nature is a Kshatriya. We're not talking about birth. And anyway, previously the training in a house was good. Kshatriya means they do Kshatriya training, not today. Only Shudra training. So Prabhupada says, similarly, the caste Brahmanas today in India, when Prabhupada started the movement worldwide, they said, Swamiji is destroying Hindu Dharma. How come he is destroying Hindu Dharma? The people are not born in Brahmin family, he's making the priest, pujaris, sannyasis. He's destroying Hindu Dharma. Prabhupada say, this boy was a Kshatriya. And not only born in Kshatriya house, his nature was also like a Kshatriya. Yeah? He said, I cannot bear the insult. Kshatriya nature he has. But still, Narada Muni is giving him mantra beginning with Om. So a Vaishnava Acharya can give mantra to anybody. Nobody can stop. There are so many great acharyas in our sampradaya who are not from Brahmin birth, because the Vaishnava Acharya took a liberty to give the mantra. Okay, so it is his prerogative. If a person accepts Vaishnava mantra and a Vaishnava way of worshiping the deity is allowed to chant the pranava mantra. So probably that is very important. Narada Muni, one should accept the mantra to a bona fide spiritual master. So do we give in ISKCON? You see how much we are careful. How much we are careful. And we give the Hare Krishna mantra, which includes Om. In Kali Yuga, the Nama is enough. But still, to add additional engine, second engine, we give the Gayatri mantra. But after a few years, so both engine are added. And particularly for those who want to do deity worship, we should have Gayatri mantra. So double engine, Hare Krishna mantra and Gayatri mantra, both are given. Okay, you understand and appreciate. But after so much due care, whether he has developed Brahminical qualities, he's still very agitated, always disturbed, as so Rajasik, Tamsik. Even after chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we don't give Gayatri mantra to everybody. Even though we may give first initiation, we may not give second initiation. Okay, understand. One should accept the mantra to bona fide when I hear the mantra in the right ear. That's a process. One should not only chant the Marmartha mantra, but if one has the deity of physical form, just not only chant the mantra. We should also do Pancharatra Vidhi. We have to do some worship of the Lord also. So every house, at least some basic worship of Krishna should be there. What is difficult? To have some dhupa, deepa, pushpa? Is it difficult? No. Some have a dhupa, offer to the agarbatti. Every house has an agarbatti in India. And then offer some diya to the Lord, offer some flowers of the lotus feet to the Lord. That much any house can do. Now Prabhupada is giving a very analogy, then how does it work, sister? He says, just like iron when touches fire become red hot. Similarly, by association of our great Vaishnava, by the association, we also become a devotee. Our heart is like coal. When we touch fire, the coal starts burning like fire. So similarly, our heart, there is maybe no desire to serve Krishna, but in associated with great devotees, we also develop sincere desire. Just by association, Sangha sanjayate kama. Now, by generally having bad association, we learn so many bad qualities. But save me, it is said, Lavamatara sadhu sangha sarvasiddhi, little association of a devotee, we can achieve all perfection. We have a beautiful example. On that, there is a shloka that says, Mahat Seva Dwara Mahu Mukti, by association of Mahat great devotees, the door to Vaikuntha opens. And Tamo Dwaram Yoshitam Shanti Sangha. But if you say with people who are addicted to illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, all these vices, particularly illicit sex is most dangerous. What happens to that? We go to hell. Door opens, cut, 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 cut. So Bhagavad Gita also says there are 3 gates to hell. What are that? Lust, anger, and greed. So if you have friend, somebody who has this kind of thing, you should be careful that we don't. Asasanga tyaga evaishnavachara. Chaitanya said, be careful. Just like say, somebody gets corona today. Even if your family member, are you careful? Are you hating him at that time? No. So every person has good qualities, but if he has a particular very strong bad quality, like corona, take care. Don't imbibe that. Your friend circles mostly obsessed. And when you take to spiritual life and you try to keep away from such bad habits, we lose all our friends. Better let them go away. I remember in my college when I started reading Bhagavad Gita, and they said, Hindu hai padne ka. So I was reading. Then I saw every day I read Bhagavad Gita. Hey, so the dura, this guy, the khatanak aadmi hai. I don't know, they got scared of me. I said, good, Krishna, better go away, just use useless words. So you don't try to be famous among the so-called nonsense friends and make prestige. Not possible. Keep a distance away. Automatically they will go away. You don't have to run to them to be accepted by them. One thing, behave normally in front of them. Don't show your great devotion. Be normal. Oh, how are you? Very fine. Doing well nowadays? Great, great. That's all. Put your heart, 2 face you need. One must not only receive the mantra from the bona fide spiritual master like Narada or his representative, not only one must receive that, but one must, in the display, one must chant the mantra. So not only we get the mantra and we chant, we have to chant. So that's the biggest problem in India. Everybody knows the mantras are powerful. Nobody chants it seriously. Ek baari japa kiya, then they watch TV, then they watch cinema, then they watch cricket. It's their life. But chant seriously now. Once you get a mantra from, therefore we don't give mantra unless somebody is serious. What is the use? You will not chant. You will not follow rules and regulations. So one must chant the mantra very carefully. And not only one chant, you should also do some deity worship. Some bhoga to the Lord, do some arti. The method of worship, chanting the mantra. So 2 combination of worship and chanting. And preparing the forms of Lord is not stereotype. It is exactly the same everywhere. Nor is it same everywhere. It's not one way. Different materials can be procured to different parts of the world. It is specially mentioned in this word that one should take consideration of time, place, and available conveniences. So Prabhupada says we have to do like that. We have to be practical. See, not that we can now create the process. See, Acharya, he knows the science. And knowing the science, he knows how to adjust things to different situations, but does not violate the science. Now, it's not that because Acharya Prabhupada said you can chant 16 malas, so you become next Acharya, say you can chant 2 malas. Who gave you the authority? It's not like that. It will not work. So being empowered by the Lord, having pure bhakti, being guided by the Lord. The pure devotee gives, this is the process. Sampradaya previous to Acharya Prabhupada, it was 64 mantra. Prabhupada said, no, you can chant 64, but if you are very busy, you can chant till 16, not less than that. But the condition is you are very busy. Otherwise, you should chant 64. If you have time, you should chant 64. That's a Samvara Sampradaya. But if you are very busy, you have a lot of services, you can chant 16. You should chant 16 the minimum, always remember, not the maximum. Those who are not actually in the line of acharyas, who personally have no knowledge of how to act the role of acharya, unnecessarily criticize this con movement in countries around, countries outside of India. Okay, so minimum chant 16 now. And Prabhupada said, be busy in spreading Krishna consciousness, then you can chant 16 now. Otherwise, if you have time, chant more. Not the rogue 16 now, let me watch a cricket match. Don't do that. Chant all day. So Prabhupada said people have been, he faced a difficulty at his time. You're not aware how much you have to struggle. When you anything to start new, people fight. People said, oh, you're destroyed in the dharma. You are made, these people are not part of our Hindu dharma into Brahmanas. Prabhupada, I don't care. If someone does go and preach, taking all risks so much without any money, Prabhupada set up the whole movement. Along a consideration time place, might be that there is change in the manner of worship. Not at all fault account to Shastra. We should not be too much finicky about the details. That is fixed with Acharya. He recommended that every Indian considering this task to Parokara, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bharat Manusha Janma Hoile Ya Janma Sarthakari Karo Parokara. Give, don't exploit Krishna consciousness to the whole world. So it's not that only Indians and Hindus can be brought to Vaishnava. No, everybody. There is no bar and propagating Krishna consciousness. Even people are born Chandala, Mlecha, Yavana. There is a list in Bhagavatam, Kirata, Hanunda, Pulinda, Pulkrishna, doesn't matter. Prabhupada said one should take initiation from bona fide spiritual master, commit discipline succession. Who is authorized the predecessor spiritual master? It's called Diksha Vidhana. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Vyapashitya, Mami Bharta, Vyapashitya. And I should accept a spiritual master. By this process, the entire world can convert to Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So I hope all of you have nice Ekadashi. Now everybody is waiting. You still have some time for breaking the fast according to the place you are in. So I think you're able to calculate that. Yes,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna
you,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare